Hi, welcome back to my another video. So let's talk about checkmate techniques against Mino Castle. First one. So there are many ways to make a check, and this sacrifice seems to be powerful. It prevents the king from going backward, right? So he has to take, and you can create a dragon, but then he will be able to escape, and there is no good way to keep checking because you only have a knight. Promoting the lance is not obviously a check, right? So the black's attack has failed. It's going to be the same if black promotes the rook. This time he can't go this way, but simply he drops back, and again there is no good follow-up. So it boils down to this. He goes back and bishop promotion. So the dragon is looking at the king, so the white can't take this horse, and this square is attacked by these two pieces, right? So it's a checkmate. Alright, there are two possible ways to make a check, and first one is going to be this, but then king just runs, and since this is a promoted silver and you only have a gold, so you can't keep checking, and the rook is inactive, right? So there is a better way to keep checking, and this would be the other and the better way to make a check. Even if king runs, since this is a dragon, so you can sacrifice a dragon to keep going, and he has to take it. And this is just an example, but if king takes it, it's going to be checkmated, right? So he has to be run. Then you can drop the silver to 7-1. If he takes it, it's a mate, right? So he can still run, but then you can drop a gold to 8-2. So the king can't run actually, so he would take it by the silver. Then silver promotes to 6-1, and obviously he can't take this, right? So he has to run, but then promoted pawn to 6-2 is a good move, and king runs, and silver dropped to 7-1. So it's going to be the same position. It's going to be checkmated on the left, like before. Even if the king runs this way, it's going to be the same. If the king goes to the right, if it goes to the left, you don't even have to drop this gold. But anyway, it's going to be checkmated. So this was possible because you sacrificed the rook first. If use this silver to make a check, you will fail because the promoted silver works as a gold, right? And the gold cannot go back diagonally. I will show you 1 second, like this. So this is why sacrificing rook first is correct. Alright, next one. This one can be a little tricky because you only have bishop and silver, right? If you decide to chase, you will immediately fail, right? If this was a real situation, pawn promotion to 5-3 would be powerful enough. You can create a powerful pincer attack position, but this is a checkmate problem, so you need to keep checking. Something like this doesn't work, right? There is no good follow-up. So you need to use this bishop effectively, and obviously you can't drop this to a2, so it's going to automatically lead you to one option, which is 5-3, which is a little odd position because he can simply defend, right? But if he drops a piece to 6-2, so he can't escape to the left side anymore, so you can drop this silver to a2 and it's going to be a mate. So the only way for him to defend is to actually put this general forward. It's like asking you to take it, and that's exactly what you want to do. So this is a bad move, right? So he can just run, so you can take this gold, and he needs to recapture. Then dropping a gold to 5-3 is good. If you drop a silver instead, he can run to 6-3, so dropping a gold is correct. Then king to 5-1, then silver to 5-2, and it's a checkmate. Alright, next one. This time there is no clue on the board whatsoever, but if you see this position and the edge pawn has not been pushed and you have major pieces and one each general, so you should be able to spot this technique. And rook to 5-1 is the only way to success. Obviously he can't run, right? So he has to drop something, and let's say he drops a gold to 6-1, and you can succeed by dropping the silver to 6-2. If he takes it, bishop drop to 5-3, king to 5-1, and gold drop to 5-4-2. So it's a mate, right? If he runs, you can drop the bishop. No matter how he reacts to this, it's going to be checkmate. If gold takes it, rook promotion, right? If king runs, gold drop a2 will be fine. And he can also defend by silver to 6-1, but this silver drop still works. If king takes it, again bishop drop, he can run this way this time, but rook promotion is so strong, so yeah, it's obviously the king is going to be checkmated. Even if he runs, bishop drop is a good way to continue on. Even if he moves upward, he's going to be checkmated. So again, remember this position: no edge pawn and king king on the bottom and two major pieces and one each general. Okay, next one. The easiest way to find would be knight to 5-4, right? And if he runs this way, is it checkmate? But then he can just go to the right and there is no good follow-up because this gold works great. And actually the correct move is very hard to find for some people, and that's silver to 7-1. It looks like you're just helping him to castle, right? But then go to a2 is going to be an excellent sacrifice. If he takes it, then knight to 7-4, a usual checkmate position. No matter where he goes, it's a mate, right? So actually he can't take this gold. And what about he takes it by the gold? Then knight to 5-4 will be great. If he goes up, gold drop to 4-4. Even if he drops back, you can still continue on like this and bishop promotion, and there is no defense because this square is controlled by these two pieces. So he runs, then go drop to 5-1. So the only remaining choice for white is going to be 5-1. If you drop a knight first, you will fail. If he goes up, it's going to be easy checkmate, right? If he goes to 5-3, gold drop to 4-4 will be great. And if he goes back, dropping a gold onto his head will be fine. But he just can go to the left and there is no effective way to keep moving. So you're going to lack one more piece and there is no checkmate. But there is a solution. Instead of dropping a knight, you can promote bishop. And he needs to drop a piece to 4-2, but then dropping a knight to 4-3 would be a good move. And the king is going to be checkmated anyway. So yeah, this position was a little tricky, but still it's adaptable. And sometimes a tricky move like silver to 7-1 is necessary, and this is a simple and a great example. Alright, this one is going to be a little long, but very familiar to many players, I believe. And some players might not have idea what the following is going to be, but I will show you some great techniques. First move is obviously this. If he runs, it's going to be easy checkmate, right? So he has to take it, then runs promotion. He can't take this by the king, but by the silver either, so he needs to run, then bishop promotion. The sequence is not so difficult for many players to come up with, but some people might lose a clue after this position. because you only have two pieces, right? And if you keep checking this way, you're going to fail. This check is powerful, but the king still round, and with only two pieces, you can't checkmate the king. And you made a little mistake here. This check, and instead of dropping the gold, you can sacrifice the knight right here, and it's going to be a different story. Then you can drop a pawn to a2, and king runs, and this time he can go this way thanks to the sacrifice. So after this check, he has to go to the right and horse check, king runs, then you can drop this silver to 7-5. So it's 15 moves checkmate. But once you spot this technique, it won't be a difficult one anymore. Alright, next one. Again, so the open space is broad, and this is going to be a checkmate, of course. So your freedom is pretty much limited. So if this was a brinkmate problem, it shouldn't be difficult to spot the correct moves, right? But since this is a checkmate problem, so you need to be very careful. But first move shouldn't be too difficult to find. So that's obviously bishop drop to 7-1. But since the open space is huge, you can't just keep checking like this. If black has one more piece, so it's going to be an easy checkmate. But since black has only one rook, this is the only way to check, but then the king will be able to escape. So that's not gonna be good. And like I said, this bishop drop is correct, but the following move was wrong, and instead of attacking from the right side, you can attack from the left. And how are you gonna do that? Since again, this is a checkmate position, so you can use this bishop. Amazing sacrifice, right? If he drops a piece to a2, gold drop to 6-2, right? So he has to take it. Then you can attack from the right. He runs and go to 7-2. King takes it and rook drop. And it's going to be an easy finish. So silver can go this way or this way. So it's a mate. Alright, that's all for this video. Honestly, the same checkmate positions will never come to fruition, probably, but they're going to come in handy to build your own endgame plans for sure. I hope it's been helpful, and as always, thanks for watching and take care. Bye.